at Levi's Stadium. Fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between there and off we go on EA Sports. Fairly short kick. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 22. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Geronimo Allison, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, exit!
Watch twins!
Hey, gun!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, crunch.
49, check 49, check 49.
SOS.
21.
SOS.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Yeah.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Geronimo Allison the target there. But it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Henry. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 34. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On second down, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Well, both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Here we go. Check, 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 check. Check 24. Check 24.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
Tight dog. Safe. Check 37. Check 37.
On first down, here's Breida. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Hey, gun.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Past the 20. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go. 120. Check nine. Shift. I got this.
Check. Fresno. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
6-0 our score after one.
He's checking score. Check 26. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. 180.
Big dash. Go.
Stay hot.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on third and goal? Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Draw play. This is Henry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. I think you mentioned in the...
That you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's see what you got.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Let's see it.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I'm scared. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, gun.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Chris Harris with a pick.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Parker, the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Check
11. I got you.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Here we go. 21.
Safety's quick.
Hey, gun.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, man open, it's Goodwin. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36.
And the 49ers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Garoppolo, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, gun.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down now, it's Taylor. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5. They'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
Check. Lucky. Check.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I got you.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds Taylor, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2nd and 11. And this is Parker, complete. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at us when we get back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
I got this.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So we got man. Watch twins.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Check safety. Check 50. Check 50.
Now it's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a give coming right is Breida. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards in the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. McKinnon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
55 to Mike. I got one.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. And that kneeled down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough loss.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a little bit of shock that he missed that field goal.
I'm absolutely still in shock. Just a tough way to end it. So for the Niners, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.